Hey guys, welcome to our channel Learn with Rahul. So today we are going to discuss about full explanation video on Look Back in Anger by John Osborne. So guys, before I start, I have a request for you guys. Please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Your subscription will be a huge motivation for me. So let's start. So first of all, we're gonna take a look on the publication of the play. The play was first performed in 1956 and published in 1957. And now let's talk about the author, John James Osborne. He was born on 12 December 1922 in Fulham, London, England, and he was died on 24 December 1994, aged 65, Clan Software, England. Now let's talk about the characters of the play Look Back in Anger. Number 1, Jimmy Potter. Jimmy Potter is the angry young man of the play, usually found spouting tirades against the complacency of the British upper classes and especially against his wife Alison and then his lover Helena. Number 2, Cliff Lewis, a kind of working class background, a kind man of working class background and a good friend and roommate to both Jimmy and Alison. He lives with the couple and helps to keep them together. Number 3, Helena Charles, Alison's upper class friend who comes to stay with the couple while acting in the play and ends up having an affair with Jimmy after Alison leaves. Okay. Number 4, Cornwell Redfern, Alison's father, a former colonel in the British Army stationed in the English colony of India before 1947, before the independence of India. Okay. Now let's discuss about the most important part, summary and analysis of this play. The play consists total 3 acts, so we have divided all 3 acts to explain you briefly. So now let's discuss about Act 1. Act 1 opens on a dismal April Sunday afternoon in Jimmy and Alison's cramped attic in the Midlands. Jimmy and Cliff are reading the Sunday papers plus the Radical Weekly, price 9 pence. Obtainable at any bookstall as Jimmy snaps claiming it from Cliff. It becomes apparent that there is a huge social gulf between Jimmy and Alison. Her family is upper middle class military, while Jimmy belongs to working class. He had to fight hard against her family's disapproval to win her. We also get to know that the sole family income is derived from a sweet stall in the local market, an enterprise that is surely well beneath Jimmy's education, let alone Alison's station in life. As Act 1 progresses, Jimmy becomes more and more aggressive towards Alison's family onto her personally. The trade ends physical horseplay, resulting in the ironing board overturning and Alison's arm getting burned. Jimmy exists to play his trump off stage. Alison, alone with Cliff, confides that she is accidentally pregnant and can't quite bring herself to tell Jimmy. Cliff urges her to tell him. When Jimmy returns, Alison announces that her actress friend Helena Charles is coming to stay and Jimmy despises Helena even more than Alison. He flies into a rage. Now let's discuss about Act 2. Act 2 opens on another Sunday afternoon when Helena and Alison making lunch. In a two-handed scene, Alison says that she decided to marry Jimmy because of her own minor rebellion against her upbringing and her admiration for Jimmy's campaigns against the dereliction of life in post-war England. When the women put on hats and declare that they are going to church, Jimmy's sense of betrayal peaks. When he leaves to take an urgent phone call, Helena announces that she has forced the issue. She has sent a telegram to Alison's parents, asking them to come and rescue her. Alison is stunned but agrees that she will go. The next evening, Alison's father, Cornwell Redfern, collects her to take her back to her family home. The playwright allows the Cornwell to come across as quite as a sympathetic character, albeit totally out of touch with the modern world, as he himself admits. Helena arrives to say goodbye, intending to leave very soon herself. Alison is surprised that Helena is staying on for another day, but she leaves, giving Cliff a note for Jimmy. Cliff in turn hands it to Helena and leaves. Almost immediately, Jimmy bursts in. His contempt at finding a goodbye note makes him turn on Helena again, warning her to keep out of his way until she leaves. Helena tells him that Allison is expecting a baby, and Jimmy admits grudgingly that he is taken aback. However, his trade continues. The first come to physical blows, and then, as Act 2 curtain falls, Jimmy and Helena are kissing passionately and falling on the bed. Now let's discuss about the final act of the play, Act 3. Act 3 opens as a deliberate replay of Act 1, but this time with Helena at the ironing board wearing Jimmy's Act 1 red shirt. Months have passed. Jimmy is notably more pleasant to Helena than he was to Allison in Act 1. She actually laughs at his jokes, and the three of them, Jimmy, Cliff, and Helena, get into a music hall comedy routine that obviously is not improvised. Cliff announces that he's decided to strike out on his own as Jimmy leaves the room to get ready for a final night out for the three of them. He opens the door and finds Allison, looking like death. He snaps over his shoulder, "Friend of yours to see you," and abruptly leaves. Allison explains to Helena that she lost the baby. The two women reconcile, but Helena realizes that what she's done is immoral, and she in turn decides to leave. She summons Jimmy to hear her decision, and he lets her go with a sarcastic farewell. The play ends with a sentimental reconciliation between Jimmy and Allison. They revive an old game they used to play, pretending to be bears and squirrels, and seem to be in a state of trance. So that's all for today, guys. I hope this video will get informative for you. I hope this video will help you. So please don't forget to subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon. Your subscription, as always, will be a big motivation for me. So I've already discussed the 2 mark short questions about regarding this play. You can definitely check out them also. So that's all. Bye, guys.